Good evening and welcome to our second live for today with Emma's beautiful Merry Little Christmas collection. I just give people a chance to come on. I hope that you can hear me okay. Perhaps, hi Tracy, perhaps you give us a thumbs up if everything's all right. That would be wonderful. Oh, we've got some people from Australia as well. Hi Wendy. Yeah, it must be early morning though. Excellent, thanks Philippa, brilliant. Thank you for the thumbs up as well. I'm feeling okay, thank you Wendy. Just this silly cough that I can't get rid of, which is very annoying, but never mind. Okay, well, I just want to say a huge thank you. Blown away by the speed at which Emma's collection has sold. I am completely sold out. I don't have any more left. I won't be getting any more because of the lead time for the dies and what have you. So yes, if you want it and a stockist still has it, please get it, because yeah, I'm blown away it's gone. So thank you so much, it's wonderful. I have to say it's got to be down to the design teams. Incredible inspiration, which I know you all really enjoyed this morning, and I have more to share with you tonight. So I'm just going to try and remember, because I stupidly, actually, I know what I can do. I stupidly left my list downstairs because it had a note on it. So bear with me while I find, oh actually I've pinned it to the top of the page, I believe. Yay. Okay, so I can read the stockist list from there. Okay, so you will find, or I hope you will find, Emma's Merry Little Christmas with Hazel and Paul at Dragon's Papercraft. I know they were selling lots. It was going fast, so I hope they have some. Wow Embossing Powder, Joe and Mark at Let's Create, Kate at the Mulberry Bush, Craft Stash, and Ben at Intercraft, which I've noticed isn't on there. Oh yes it is. Yes it is. It's got a line missing. Ben at Intercraft, and also Simon Says in America and J Craft in Australia. So they are the people who have it. Bear with me while I just get my computer back up. Excellent. So just so I know what you can see. So I'm going to flip the camera and just go through the collection very briefly again, and then I will show you all the new inspiration. So bear with me. Okay, let's get this nicely set up. Move my computer out of the way. Get it reasonably square. Okay, so the first in the set of three stamps is Emma's lantern and bell jar. So there is this beautiful lantern that you can stamp out that Emma's hand drawn. We have the lattice work that fits inside the window. We have the bell jar. We have a lovely heart, some little flowers and dots to create a background for your bell jar, a bumblebee, and a little heart charm that says with love. So this is what they look like stamped out. I've just coloured them in just to give you a rough idea of what they could look like. So that's the first set. Let me just move Philippa's advent calendar out of the way a little bit. There is also a die set that goes with them. So again, Emma's lantern and bell jar die set. So you get the lantern, you get a piece that cuts an aperture out, but it also cuts a very skinny frame. You also get the bell jar and the aperture, and then you get 5 little dies that you get: a die for your bumblebee, you get a die for the church, a die for the house, a die for the present, and a die for the holly sprig. So first up, if I show you how the lantern die cuts, so you can use it as it comes, you don't have to stamp onto it. So you've got the base. Emma wanted to be able to make shaker cards with them. She loves to make them, so this was why we wanted it with the aperture. And then she was like, oh, could I have a really skinny frame so I could cut that in glitter card to go around it? So that was what we did. And then obviously you can use the stamps with them if you want to put the detail on, and you can stamp the centre aperture piece, or you could just put it in the centre here, but with the lattice work as well. And then just look, how fabulous does that look all together? These are some of Emma's flowers, which are coming up in a second. And I used a little bit of gold pen just to add the accent details to the lantern as well. And I do have a little tiny skinny frame in there, which you can see in real life really well, but obviously it's quite small for the camera to pick up. But yeah, so that's the lantern one. And then the bell jar, you get exactly the same. You get a back, you get an insert piece, which if you put the two together, you will obviously be able to die cut this lovely bell jar, and you can fill it with whatever you want. This is it with it stamped up, and then this is the bumblebee that comes in the stamp set, but in a separate stamp set, Emma's Christmas Elements, we've got a church, a little house, which can be a gingerbread house, or you could paint it in regular colours and you could make it, like, use it for a new home card. This would be fabulous to use for a wedding card or an anniversary card, a christening, anything like that. We've got the present as well, and then we've also got the little holly sprig. And then I built up a little scene in my bell jar, tore some paper to make some snowy hills, put some trees and church on it with my snowman, and then added some little Christmas lights as well to the top. So that is the second part of the collection, the dies. And then we have Emma's Christmas Elements, which are all the little stamps, which are just, when you see some of the samples, they are just so useful. I think somebody put little stamps, big impact, and I thought that's absolutely right. So we have a couple of Christmas trees, we've got a cocoa mug, we've got a Christmas cake, some different snowflakes, we've got our snowman, we've got some different candy as well. We've got the candy cane, a lollipop and a little sweetie. We've got the gingerbread house, but it could be a regular house. We've got our with love charm, our present. We've got the heart bunting, so you could use it for every day. And we've also got the string of lights. We've got little dots, which we can use as snowballs or snowflakes. We've got the holly sprig, we've got the church, and we've got this fabulous ice skate as well. The bell jar, I think, you will see tonight, you can use this all the time. You fill that with flowers or with sentiments, use little designs. Oh, I love that. Someone just said you could put a Christmas hat on the bumblebee. You could. Brilliant. Yeah, so I think the bell jar could be used all year round. It just depends, obviously, what you're going to put in it. So then we have Emma's Christmas florals, which I just think are absolutely beautiful. We've got the holly and mistletoe sprig. We've got a separate holly sprig and a separate mistletoe sprig. And then we've got 3 of the lovely flowers as well. Done in different sizes so you can layer them together, but it's also really useful. I like having different size flowers, so I could use little ones just to accent in a corner. And obviously then we've got our bigger focal point flower as well. So again, just to show them coloured. I didn't actually show the Elements ones coloured, did I? Sorry. But just to give you an idea of what they look like, stamped out and adding a little bit of colour to them as well. So that is everything in the collection. I just wanted to remind people, because all the parcels are on the way to the stockists, but my Hazel's Christmas sentiments, let me bring this up a little bit just so that you can see that's better. Hazel's Christmas sentiments, which has got Merry Bright, or Merry Christmas, Merry and Bright, because we've got the and in the other set. We've got Season's Greetings, we've got Noel, we've got Winter, and you can put it with wishes, we've got Joy, and we've got Peace, and there is an on, which has come off of my sheet. But there is a Peace on Earth, so you don't just get Peace Earth, you get Peace on Earth. These are back in stock now, or they came in today. They're on their way to the suppliers, so they will be back in stock, hopefully from tomorrow, maybe the day after. So if you want a set, all the restock has gone again. So please, if you want them, be quick and get yourself a set. Okay. So on to some beautiful inspiration. Now, for my first card, I'm actually going to turn the lights out. So it might go a bit dark and look a bit gloomy, but I hope this is going to work. Okay, so this is a beautiful card that Jo Shannon has made. And how lovely is that she's put a candle. It is, I hasten to add, a battery operated candle. But it goes inside and it lights up. I can't tip it. Oh, actually, if I do it like that, there you go. So it lights up the lantern inside. How clever is that? It's beautiful. I love that. So thank you, Jo, for sending me the candle and everything so I could show it properly. Let me put the lights back on. And I will talk through the card, because the card, it is a easel card. Can't think what it was called. Excuse me. Jo's used red vellum to cut, to stamp and emboss her flowers onto. Aren't they beautiful? And she's also used green vellum. In fact, it could even be parchment, because she's got really lovely edge to the flowers. And I think it's been cut with a Pergamano tool. Now, I don't know anything about Pergamano, but that does look like it's got like an edge to it. It's beautiful. And how lovely. I love how she's missed this bit out in the middle, and it just adds so much depth to the lantern. It's fabulous, Jo. Thank you so much. I also I showed these this morning, but I've got other ones as well to show you. This is what Tracy's made. I love this. It's got a little bottle of wine in here. So how cool is that? And she said she's going to show how she made it. So she's used the little stamps. We've got Hazel sentiments on there. But really lovely way. Great way to do like different things for the table for Christmas. Beautiful. And then she's also done one that would go on a big bottle as well. Doesn't have to be a wine bottle, could be a nice bottle of juice. But yeah, and she's actually done her season's greetings, and it's very tactile. It's out of funky foam, and how well has that cut? It's absolutely beautiful, but it's just really lovely and soft. It's really nice. And she's used the little present as a background, and she's used my Dinky Circle dies as well. And then I love these that she's made. Tracy's made 3 different bags. So we've got snowdrop poop. I shouldn't laugh because it's going to make me cough. Reindeer food and reindeer noses. And of course there has to be a red one in there. And she's made these using Hazel's square dies. Aren't they lovely? And her alphabet sets as well. And then we've got the little houses in the background. And then on the reindeer one, reindeer food, we've got our little cup of cocoa. And then our snowman poo, we've obviously got, or poop, sorry. We've obviously got snowman in the background. But aren't these fabulous? And the kids would absolutely love these. They're fabulous, Tracy. Thank you. And then she's also made this lovely little gift bag, Christmas joy indeed, with 5 bars of little chocolates in there as well. And she's used the little candy for her background. So it just shows how useful these little stamps are. But that's really lovely as well. So some fabulous sweet treats. And then this one that Jo Shannon made, she was inspired by her friend Jean, who sent her a bar of chocolate wrapped like this, but for Easter, which I thought was a lovely idea. So Jo's made this one. She's stamped and embossed onto vellum, which looks beautiful. She's used my Merry Christmas from the Christmas profile dies. And then inside, there's a bar of chocolate. And I'm actually going to do this. I've asked Jo if it's okay, and she was more than happy for me to do that. I'm going to make some in different sizes with different sized bars of chocolate, and I will be doing that in our countdown to Christmas, which is on Wednesday the 13th of November at 10:30, I believe it is. So I'll be making different ones just to share with you, and I'll share like the sizing and what have you for the different bars of chocolate. Before I go on, I just wanted to show I'm going to show Emma's wreath and Emma's bunting. I need to get this up. I can't get it far enough away. It is just so beautiful. And all these flowers, she's heat embossed. There's 2 layers to every flower. And she has hand cut every single one of them out. And I love how she's done the heat embossing onto the acetate. These look like die cuts because the acetate, like, it just has no edge, does it? So they're so delicate and lacy and fine. They're just amazing. Absolutely beautiful. So thank you, Emma, for that. We've got a petal gone the wrong way. There we go. And I just want to share her bunting as well, because that was the other. Well, all of her work is beautiful. And I probably will show the rest of her cards at the end if we have time. Okay, so hang on. A bit of string's gone the wrong way. There we go. So how beautiful is this? I'm going to bring it up so that you can actually see the detail. I mean, she's got a lantern for each letter. Each one is actually a shaker card. It's fill up with glitter as well. We've got the M for Mary. We've got glittered embossing on acetate on the front of the lanterns. We've got double flowers with glitters all on them. And on the M, we've got the cocoa mugs. On the E, we've got the present. And then on the R, we've got the Christmas tree, and we've got the Christmas from Hazel's Sentiments as well. And then we've got the cake on the other R, and it's all heat embossed. There's so much work in it. And then the Y, we've got the ice skates and the beautiful soft colours. It is just absolutely incredible. So yeah, just amazing. I did have a couple of things that I want to talk about, but I will do that at the end, because Emma messaged me to say that I'd given some wrong information about what she'd used to make a couple of things. So I will go through that at the end. Okay, so this first card that I've got to share with you, let me move Philippa's. I don't want to put it too near the heat because I know it's got chocolate in it. And someone's going to win it. Okay, so this is a beautiful card from Philippa. She's used the stamp of the lantern, heat embossed in the background, and then she's die cut one of the lanterns. It's out of a beautiful, it's like a mirror card, but it's lovely. It's got some like holographic elements to it as well. It's really pretty. We've got a little church in here as well, and we've got the Merry Christmas from the Vertical Wishes set. But just wouldn't that look, this would look lovely. I mean, if it was a winter wedding card, I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. Stunning. So that's Philippa's. This one's from Tracy. Now, Tracy's made this into a birthday card. She's used the flower. I love how she's just done the green centres to them. We've got the lantern in there. So the lantern doesn't have to be Christmassy. You can use it. I mean, I just think that's perfect for a wedding card. A christening card even. With the lantern, that would look lovely. But yeah, just by changing it up, the different sentiments on your cards, the different colours maybe that you use, I really do think it can be used for all year round as well. Absolutely beautiful. So that's Tracy's. And then again, this is Jo Shannon. She's used the lattice for her frame with the little flowers, and she's just linked the pieces of card over the top of each other. It's beautiful. The soft, lovely colours that she's used. I think it's a pattern paper, unless it is inked, but it's just beautiful. It's so pretty. And then inside we've got the flowers, but she's done the bell jar from Silver Mirror card. And then we've got the bumblebees inside as well. It's absolutely gorgeous. So again, from a Christmas set, we've got an everyday birthday card. This is one that I made where I used the lantern. I didn't stamp on it. I just used it as the die cut. Oh, it's inked. Okay, Jo, thank you. Wow, it's really pretty. Beautiful. Really lovely. Yeah, so I just die cut my lantern, and then I've added some flowers and some of the holly and the little flowers. They're all heat embossed with polished gold, and then I've embossed and put some acetate over the top, but I embossed onto card and then did the acetate over the top. I've used the Merry Christmas in red foil card and added a little bit of baker's twine onto an embossed background that I inked up. So that was mine. And then one of Tracy's, I love this, little ink splats. I love the colour. She did one very similar the other night in greys, and it's not something that I think to use for a background colour, but how lovely does it look? It's beautiful. Okay, so this one, this Rosie's one is Shabby Shutters. Always good to know. I love this. It's got white heat embossed snowflakes. We've got some of Hazel's, I don't know if I can pick it up actually. It's struggling a little bit to pick it up, but it's got the bow stamp on there. We've got little snowflakes in the background. We've got the little bits of the mistletoe just poking out, and we've got the lovely snowman in there. And again, she's used funky foam for her wording, and it looks and feels lovely. Amazing. Then we've got this lovely one from Philippa. Again, not a Christmas card, for you. We've got our lantern, we've got our flowers, and we've got our bumblebees. So this collection really is going to work all year round. It isn't just for Christmas, even though I've called it a Christmas florals, which I probably shouldn't have done. Anyway, and then this one from Jo Shannon again. This was really clever. This is the centre of the lantern. So the piece with the skinny frame that Jo has turned into flower pots, and several people have done this. I never thought about it, but how clever. Again, beautiful coloured flowers. I'm taking it that they're inked as well, Jo, but they're so pretty. So pretty. So again, another fabulous idea to make it for every day. And then Philippa had the same idea, but by using Christmas colours, she's obviously done peace, love and joy. We've got our flowers. We've got the part of the lantern. She's used the heart that we get as well. We've got the little flowers, and we've got the lattice work as well in the background. So they're just all such useful stamps. But if Philippa had done this in, say, pinks and, I don't know, soft greens and purples, or pink, purple and orange, make a lovely birthday card. Absolutely beautiful. So they are the cards from the lantern set. Let me pop those away. And then these are flower cards. So Emma's Christmas florals. Excuse me. But I'm just going to grab a drink, sorry. And I'm sorry, I'm not watching the comments come up very well. I'm sure there's lots of people watching, so I'm sure that the girls will answer any questions, and I will read them back afterwards. Emma's made this one. I love it with the hot cocoa on. We've got the cocoa mug in the background, and she's done her flowers. They're on acetate, white heat embossed, but she's got black layered flowers behind them. So it just gives such a lovely effect. And then these gorgeous blue gems and the beautiful bloom stamens in the middle of them as well. Absolutely gorgeous. Then I've got one from Jo Street, where we've got multicoloured stamping, like an ink blended background, which is lovely. White heat embossed with the holly leaves and the mistletoe. And then Jo's done white vellum flowers. This is Jo's, isn't it? Yes, it is. I suddenly thought it might be in Tracy's. White vellum flowers on the top, and then used Hazel's Season's Greetings. I mean, those Christmas sentiments just work so well. They're such a perfect size, just for so many different card ideas. Yeah, just beautiful. And then this one that Tracy's done, again, I love how she's used. I've got to do this because I love how she's created the wreath from the holly, and then adding those flowers. Again, this could be a birthday card, but just looks absolutely beautiful. They really do look like those Christmas roses that you get that are exactly like this. It's beautiful. And then she's used the Merry Christmas from the Christmas profile dies as well, which are still available. So another lovely one. Marion has used Emma's, I keep wanting to say Tracy's flowers, Emma's flowers. She's used a quickie glue pen and gone over the detailing in the centre and around the edges of the petals, and then left the glue pen to dry and then foiled it. She's recently done a video about it, but it's such a clever technique. You can really highlight different areas, but it's so pretty. And again, because Marion's coloured it in the pinks and oranges and yellows and added happy birthday, these are going to work all year round. You shouldn't keep them just for Christmas. Another one from Tracy. I love the white heat embossed on the craft. We've got winter birthday. We've got Tracy's lovely wrap of vellum. And then we've got the craft flower, which is coloured with her, I would take it to be, I think she's got Prismacolors, but it's probably got that one wrong, but I can't remember. Oh, excellent. I would love you to do the wreath one as a future live. That's great, Tracy. Thank you. Because I know lots of people, it's not easy if you don't know, but once you do know, it is easy. So that's fab. Again, I can't remember what pencils you've got, but I know you've coloured that with pencils over the top of the craft, and it just looks lovely. Really, really pretty. And then a really lovely, unusual colour combo, but just works so well. This lovely tealy green with the peach, like corally colour. It's lovely from Philippa. Love how she's used the banner just for like little tabs. And these were original banner dies as well. Gosh, that was an early set. And she's combined the flowers with some of the leaves. Again, it doesn't have to be Christmas. That could be a birthday card. But I love the words in the Peace on Earth down there. It's lovely. Absolutely stunning. And then this one from Jo Shannon. This was the card I was referring to this morning when I said they are Prismacolors. Thank you, Tracy. This was the card I was referring to of Jo's, that to me, these could just be poppies. I mean, they're just so beautiful. Jo's got such a lovely finish on these. It's obviously got some form of spray. Jo, I know you're watching. What did you put on the top of this, love? It's beautiful. And we've got little droplets of embossing, which I assume you've done. I take it that it's not, I don't know, it might be paint. But you can do droplets like that with water and embossing powder. So you splatter something with water and then sprinkle on embossing powder and it sticks. You have to heat from underneath, obviously. But it will stick and you get like these little splats of embossing. It's beautiful. If it's paint, it's paint, but I'm sure Jo will tell us. And then we've got this lovely season's greetings, but don't they just look gorgeous like poppies? And she's got lovely centres to them as well. Not sure if they're not little micro beads. It's just lovely. Jo is very mixed media. I was telling Jeanette today that she's actually is it called Power X? I can never remember. PowerTex tutor. So she's all definitely into mixed media and things like that. This beautiful one is from Philippa, and I love the unusual colour combo. I love how she's coloured her flowers. We've got the die cut dinky hexagon with our Noel on there as well. And lots of layers with our banners as well, again at the bottom. And just by layering up with all those different coloured pattern papers, we've even got the flowers creating the background in this creamy layer as well. The detail in it is just, it's beautiful. The holly behind in the background, it's fabulous. Right, I need to read Jo's. Right, so I use a sparkle pen, which is pearl. Okay, so this is the pearl on here. I've used Wow Embossing mixed with acrylic wax. Oh, okay. Wow. And the centres are micro beads. I thought they were. Oh, wow. Okay. Interesting. Might have to get you to show us that. Okay. This one is from Marion, where she's done a bit of spotlight stamping, where she's stamped the flowers and added the greenery behind, but she's only she's only coloured the inside part that is inside her circle. All the other parts of the flowers have been left white. So it's really clever way to do a little bit of spotlight stamping. So it's absolutely beautiful. And again, she's made it into a birthday card. So these definitely are not just for Christmas. This one is from Joe Street. And Joe has created a lovely frame around that square centerpiece where she's got her sentiment, and then she's coloured in the flowers and the holly and the mistletoe as well around the edge, just to create that lovely frame around her sentiment. So they are our Christmas floral samples, and now the rest of our Christmas elements. So this is the little stamp set now. This is from Philippa. There's so much detail in this, it's amazing. I love the little houses that she's coloured. She's used different size circles to put different elements on. We've got little candy here. We've got the Christmas cake. We've got our cocoa. We've got our heart bunting on a piece of bunting. We've got another piece of bunting that's got candy canes on it. And then another piece of bunting that's got our sweeties on it. And then we've got Hazel's Merry and Bright. But doesn't it work so well together? I love the fact that it's all just red. Absolutely stunning. Fabulous idea. And then we've got this tag from Tracy, where she's used the little tree. And we've got a wrap of vellum around it. And that's got Hazel's... No, not Hazel's, my Christmas profile dies on it. But great to put on your present. This could go on a Christmas card, on a card. It could go on a present. Just absolutely brilliant. It's a fabulous way to use these little stamps. Then Tracy has also made this gift card holder. So we've got Winter Joy, and I thought that was a really lovely sentiment. And then once we take this off, we've got it decorated up with ice skates. But then inside there's this little like sleeve, and I should have had a piece of card because I know it opens up. Let me get a bit of card, bear with me. Oh, Tracy, have I got it wrong? I think that might be folded. It is, okay. But you can put a gift card in them. And it's a lovely way to give a gift card. So it's all lovely and beautifully decorated. And your gift card will slot in. And then you've got your band around it as well. And I know that, I think Tracy showed how to make these before, or in some form. So there'll be a video over on YouTube. And I did start to upload my launch video, and I've forgotten that it's probably saying it's ready to go. This one is from Joe Shannon. And no, it is Joe Shannon. Okay. She's done vellum flowers, white heat embossed, beautiful, with her mistletoe as well. And I love how she's created this centre circle using those little trees. Isn't that clever? And then we've got little sprigs of holly in the corner as well. Absolutely beautiful. And then we've got little dots. Oh, that's the snowballs as well. And we've got the snowflakes. Gosh, it's not till you start looking at it again and more pops out. And it's beautiful. This is like a pearly, that looks like that's been done in Brilliance ink pad. And I think these have as well. Such a pretty pearly ink pad. It's almost like it, as you move it, more is revealed. It's lovely. And then this is one that I created. So real quick and easy. You know me. I used the tag that comes with Hazel's square and circle dies and the little snowman, threaded some ribbon through, and then used Hazel's Merry Christmas, but I used it with red foiled card. So yeah, it just really adds that little pop. I know I haven't had my Brilliance ink pads out for I don't know how long. So this one is from Marion. I love how she's used the snowflakes in the different sizes. We've got the snowballs, and then she's done the joy, and the shadow of the joy she's cut from like self-adhesive sheet, like a sticky, almost like double-sided, and then she's put different wow sparkles on the back. Bear with me because she always writes on the back what it is. It's Sweethearts and Brilliant Silver. So she's mixed some, but it just looks so lovely. Like the impact of the sentiment, you know, this is a great way to use your little stamps for the background. And then this one that Tracy has made, where she's used the Sweet Pea alphabet for her winter, and she's done that from a beautiful glitter card. And then she's put Hazel's snowflake and Emma's snowflakes together as a background, and then wrapped her words around a piece of vellum and attached them to the front. But it just looks gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. And then I love this. Jo always sends me like little notes. So she's made, her tree is made of little trees, of that little tree, and her trunk as well. How clever is that? Looks really lovely, and I love how she's used the mistletoe as well. Just looks like Christmas branches in a forest with her tree as well. It's really clever. And then we've got our glossies on there as well to look like little baubles. And we've got the Noel. And she's torn her glitter card so that you get the layers of snow, which just looks fabulous. So again, really clever ideas. And then we've got this one that I did, really, really simple, but I love this. Just 5 little cups of cocoa. Got my Merry Christmas, mixed it up with the Christmas profile and also the Hazel's dies. But then I've put glitter on the top of my marshmallows, but I've also added glossy accents to my hearts. So they're all shiny. So just doing little elements like that is really going to make it show up, or like really make the mugs pop. Right, so she's going to do this as one of her lives, I just saw her say. Bear with me because my computer's come up in a different... Oh, no, I don't want that. Oh, I've forgotten how to do now. Do I do that? Nope. That's what I do. I don't want to do that. I think I have to hit comment. Sorry, I'm trying to get it back in the form. That's it. Okay, so I wanted to read Jo's. Yes, so Jo's going to do this as one of her lives. Oh, I'm taking it that she means for our countdown to Christmas. So that would be fabulous. Then I have a very simple card from Jo Street, which I just think is brilliant. Just the church with a little bit of ink in and a few splats around it. Now, if you were having a Christmas wedding, you could, or a wedding at all, there's no reason why you couldn't stamp that little church and have wedding invite on here and have the colour that was your wedding as the background. I think that is so simple, but it's so effective. Really love that. Absolutely beautiful. You could do so many different colours as well. Beautiful. And then Tracy has done another tag for a present, but this one she's made it for every day. So we've got our heart bunting, we've got a few words from our background, happy birthday background stamp, we've got our bumblebees in the bell jar, and we've got our happy birthday from Hazel's original set of sentiments as well. So they really are so useful for all year round. And then this one from Philippa, we've got our snowman and our trees. We've got Christmas joy. We've got banners again, but she's used the little string of lights. We've used the snowflakes. We've got stars with the ice skates in. It's just fabulous. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, so I'm just going to bring a couple of Emma's cards over. I won't go through them all. I'm going to struggle now because I need to find something. Bear with me. Right, maybe I will go through them all. What time are we on? Oh, we're not too bad. Okay, so first of all, I said this morning. I thought this was heat embossed. and it isn't. It's actually from a mirror card, but it's like a matte finish mirror card. And I should have realised, because look, it's there as well. It edges everything. But don't they look beautiful? I mean, they look like heat embossed. They look like metal. It's absolutely beautiful. So that was foiled card and not heat embossed. I'm going to show you them all. Okay, so this, another beauty. This has got pearlized card or paper that Emma has created the flowers from. Each flower is 2 or 3 layers thick, and she's got silver sparkle embossing powder on the acetate. Definitely need to invest in some heat resistant acetate so that you can give this a go, because these little elements are so delicate and so fine on there, and it's all down to it being done on acetate. This beautiful little one that she's created using all the little stamps, got some flowers in there as well, and a season's greetings, and she has kept it all into black, gold and the cream, just, or ivory. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm going to whiz through them on because we did see them this morning, so they are going to be on the other video. This one again, Emma's used the little stamps to create this beautiful background, white heat embossed onto the craft. And then she's cut the bell jar into the front of her card and created a little scene just inside. So she's used really the waste. But I love how the colours work on the craft as well. It just looks so pretty. Really does. And then this one, Emma wanted to be able to make shaker card lanterns, and she's done that on this card 3 times in such beautiful soft pastel colours. We've got the lattice work, which has been heat embossed in a sparkly colour. They've got mirror board behind, which is giving us that throw of colour as well. And then these beautiful soft, really like a minty green. It's beautiful. And then we have this one, which has got the lantern. We've got our holly and mistletoe onto the acetate again. This time it's got black, and this is glittered from the back. So it just gives you a different effect on the front. We've got a lantern again tucked behind all those beautiful flowers, and the piece on her from Hazel's wording. So, and then this one, which is obviously an everyday card, not a Christmas card. We've got the bell jar, we've got the flowers in the background, and we've got our bumblebees in there. And then Emma's got lovely assortment of the green soft flowers around it. And again, the heat embossed in this beautiful soft green on the acetate. Just so pretty. This was one of my favourite. I love this. So this, Emma has used Hazel's pine bough and her holly. She's stamped it and she's spritzed it so it's bled a little bit. She's used the lattice in the background as a background stamp. We've got the little season's greetings from Hazel's stamp set. We've got some vertical sentiments in there. And then we've got those little sprinkling of flowers on there as well. Just stunning. Absolutely stunning. Right, I'm trying to get to the card that I'm meant to be talking about. Okay, so we've also got the one with the ice skate and the snowflakes on. So white heat embossed onto craft, and then she's coloured them in as well. And then she's made this big tag with the Merry Christmas, where she's got a white Merry Christmas, and then just offset is the red glitter one behind it, which just, honestly, it just lifts it off. It's beautiful. And then we have a set of ice skates tucked on the bottom out of acetate, filled up with glitter, and they just look amazing. Absolutely amazing. My favourite, I just love this card. I love the colour. I love how it's like this grey with the rust and the black. I think it works so well. I think it's so elegant. And the paint splatters and the embossing, it's just, I love it. Just beautiful. And then, where's the card that the card that I want to talk about isn't, what have I done with that one then? Okay. All right, we'll talk about this one first. So this is the lovely white onto craft with the scene, and Emma has cut the bell jar into the front of her acetate. So again, she's using the waste, and then she's created the scene inside, and then she's used her flowers, which have got beautiful sparkle all over them. They're absolutely stunning. And then she's done her holly and mistletoe leaves onto craft. She's used my big hand-picked florals flowers as well. So she's mixed and matched them. They work so well together. So it's absolutely beautiful. Okay, so then we've got this lovely one that's done onto my original circle die, which is still available. We've got the bell jar inside. It's all got acetate on it. And then our flowers are onto acetate, but they've got really chunky glitter behind them. So that's just shining through the acetate. It's so clever. I don't know how she does it. I mean, these as well. These have got glitter attached to the back of them, but they're white heat embossed, and then they've got the glitter behind, and then you just see it in the areas. It's just stunning, absolutely stunning. And then this is the one that Emma made, where she used the centre of the lantern to create the illusion of presents. So she's put her holly on the top. We've got her little charm with love. We've got a Merry Christmas. And then we've got another panel that's got all the presents on it. And then another little one inside. So she does execute them absolutely beautifully. And I don't know what I've done. Okay, the card I was looking for is the one that I've shared a lot. Just give me a minute, just to make sure. No, that's all my boards. Okay, well, I think I know what I've done with it. I think it's winging its way to Australia. I thought I'd kept them all out and was going to send them all tomorrow, but maybe I've done it already. Okay, well, I apologise. The one that had the little presents with the white flowers on, I have shared it a lot on social media today, but it had the multicoloured little presents in the background with white flowers. Emma said it wasn't distressed oxides. It is ink pads. Now I've forgotten already, and I can't look because it's on my phone. I will put a post up. I will find the picture of the card, and I will put up the colours that she's used, because it was either Lawn Fawn, it was an American company's ink pads, but they are available in the UK. But I'll do a little post about it just so that everybody knows what colours they were. Yeah, okay, so the only other thing I've got, right, let's whiz through, because these are the last ones, so let's whiz through these as well. So this is one that Tracy made. So Tracy's used the tag again from Hazel's collection and put little different little elements on all of our tags, which just look fabulous, especially with that little bit of inking and stamping in the background, which Trace, I think that's her signature style now. One that I made with the bell jar, and I put the acetate on, created little hills out of torn card, used the snowflake for my background, and then used Hazel's sentiment as well. And I put a bit of acetate on the front just so it looks like a bell jar. And then this one with a bit of stenciling behind, again using the tag from Hazel's set and mixing and matching my Merry and Christmas. This is probably my favourite one that I made. I love this. Little bit of dry embossing in the background, and then all of Emma's beautiful Christmas roses and foliage that I heat embossed with polished gold. And then this one that Marion did, where she's foiled all the details inside the mistletoe. So used a quickie glue pen and then added the foiling to it. But she's done a video about it, so be sure to check that out. Jo Street made this one with her bits of ink on the card and then over stamping with her little elements, which absolutely love this. You could do this in so many different colourways. I think we need to have probably an everyday little set like this now, so that we could do things like this, but they could be different flowers, leaves, all sorts of things. Got this lovely one from Marion where she's used the snowballs and the snowflakes, and again she's used the profile, like the shadow that goes around the wording, and she's done that out of double-sided not tape but sheets, self-adhesive sheets. And then she's put on here, it's got brilliant silver and crushed ice sparkles from Wow on it, which is just stunning. And then second to last is Jo's beautiful card that she shared as well, with her cathedral window effect, which is done with circles, which is just so clever. It's always fascinated me when I've seen it. And Jo's used it and then put little elements inside each one. We've got snowflakes in each corner. Just the details, lovely. And then we've got, again, her wording, got a lovely bit of ribbon, and again some snowflakes. And the colours as well, lovely cool colours, very similar colours to what Philippa chose as well. So I love how she's done the bell jar, and we've got the gingerbread house and the trees, and then the candy canes. But we've got our heart bunting, we've got our lights, we've got our little with love tag. And then we've also got Hazel's sentiments on there as well. Again, just absolutely fabulous. Okay, so I am going to tip the camera, or flip the camera. Make sure I can sit down. And just very briefly, let me get this right, get that right off. Okay, so I want to thank you so much for joining me today, and for everyone who's bought from all the stockists. If you haven't, there is some still left, I think, in a few places, but be quick because it has gone now. I don't have any more stock. I'm absolutely thrilled, and so pleased for Emma as well, that, you know, her first ever collection, and it's just sold out just like that. I'm not surprised when you see all the inspiration as well. It's incredible. So huge thanks to the design team. Cannot do it without you. We didn't have another look at Philippa's amazing. You really need to see Philippa's beautiful video that she's done, because it shows it off to a T. It's so hard in the space that I've got to show it properly and give it justice, because it is just incredible, and someone is going to win it. So starting on Friday, we are starting our countdown to Christmas. There's a little video that Philippa has done, which is just brilliant, that explains everything, what time everything's happening. Kicks off on Friday at 7:30. They'll all be on Julie Hickey Designs Facebook page, so here where you are now. So I'm kicking it off on Friday with some quick and easy cards, and then it goes through all the different days until the 15th of November, when I'm finishing it off. Tracy's doing her advent calendar, Philippa's doing some bits, Jo's doing a couple of bits, Marion's done a video for us, Hazel's done a beautiful gift bag. Yeah, you're just going to be inspired. We're going to have sweet treats, and as Sarah said, I might even get cooking again. You never know. But don't hold your breath. Yeah, so we're all really looking forward to that, and that kicks off on Friday. And yeah, just thank you so much for your continued support, especially at this time when there's so much is up in the air. Just had a fantastic day, and just really appreciate you, and we're going to just shower you with inspiration now. So thank you very much for joining me. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I will see you on Friday. Take care. Bye.